Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome back. If you're returning, last time we did the prologue chapter of Cinderella Phenomenon, and today we will be continuing with chapter 1. Chapter 1, the Marchen. Not really sure what the Marchen is. When I open my eyes, I'm still out on the streets. I must have fallen asleep. But the nightmare continues. I'm cold in my rags. I hold myself for warmth, willing some of the cold away, but fail. My feet are numb and in pain, caked in a dirt that I have gathered from walking barefoot around town. Well, there's a frightful sight. Beggar probably thought she could try her luck with the nobility that live around here. Ah, just look how ragged she looks. What are you looking at? At two women that lack the basic manners of a noble upbringing. Silence, girl. Do you know who you're talking to? No, and I don't care. She does not care that she is a peasant in this AU. She just does not give a shit. What nerve? Let's just go. There's no reason to stoop to a commoner's level. I will remember you, and once I break this curse, I'll make you regret your words. I become acutely aware of the fact that I have not eaten anything for almost a day. I've been sitting here thinking on the new mess that is my life. But moping around will not break my curse. Crying will not help either. I should find that witch first, but how? I have no idea where she is. Delora, I swear I will make you regret doing this to me. When I find you, I'll find food first. It's a good idea. Is this all the king thinks I'm worth? Leave, girl. A dirty peasant like you has no place in this restaurant. But why? I can pay. Find another place. What is she gonna pay with? You're scaring away my customers. Am I not a customer? Shoo, there's nothing for you here. You just swatted me away like a fly. The nerve. Sensing that this will get me nowhere, I ball my hands into fists and walk away. I get the same treatment at the next 3 restaurants I try. I'm treated as something less than dirt, like my money has no real value. I'm the crown princess. They have no right to turn me away like this. I've been eating stale bread, anything to keep the hunger at bay. The bread barely helps. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a small bakery. There's croissants on display that make my mouth water. Slowly, I begin to make my way over there. Ow. My feet ache with every step. They look and feel even worse than before. If only I had enough coins for a pair of shoes. But food is more important. If the rags that I'm wearing and the pouch of money are all that I have, then I need to prioritize. Okay, now she's getting it. And I will die before I beg. 2 croissants. You'll need to pay, girl. There's no free handouts here. I take a coin from my pouch and hand it to her. This should be more than enough. The shop owner stares at the coin before reluctantly taking it. She hands me 2 croissants in a paper bag. What kind of coins are these? I will not ask where you got those coins. Are you implying that I stole them? How else would a beggar like you get that amount of coin? Now be off with you, child. I won't have you scaring away any other customers. Without another word, I turn around and start to walk away from the woman. So this is the goodness of the people of Angiel. I take a bite out of one of the croissants, cringing a little at the dryness. Hey girl, what now? We saw you at that shop. Want to share how you got your coins there? Excuse me. Look at her brushing us off like she's royalty or something. Let me go. You ain't no better than us. Now be a good girl and hand over that pouch. See, I told you, literally, how can you be so sure? How do you know I won't get robbed? The man on my left grabs at my pouch and attempts to yank it away from me. I will not let these brutes take anything from me. I elbow the man in the stomach and aim a kick at the other man's shin. I have an opening and I take it. I pull myself free and begin to run as fast as I can. Where do I go? I'm not familiar with these streets at all. It's highly likely I'm just gonna hit a dead end. Where should I go? Oh shit. Oh no, my first choice. Go left or go right? Let's go left. I cannot let the pain in my feet or my exhaustion stop me. If I stop now, they'll definitely catch me. Taking my coins might not be the worst thing they do. A dead end. Oh shit. Nowhere left to run now, girl. What do I do? Oh, who are you, gentlemen? This is definitely not how you treat a lady. Huh? Who's there? A shadow looms above us. Before I can blink, a person has jumped down in front of me. His body acts as a barrier between the two men and me. Who are you? Wait, isn't that the chick? Wasn't that the beautiful lady? Oh, me? I'm just a passing gentleman concerned about a damsel in distress. He turns to the men, his expression calm, his eyes flashing dangerously. Now, shall I teach you gentlemen a lesson? He's got a sword. What? Come back here, you coward. The two of us can take him. I think your friend has the right idea. I'm not the type to show mercy. This is way too much trouble for a little gold. Are you alright, my lady? You found her. Oh, it's Waltz. See, I knew he'd come back into the story. The boy from yesterday? A little slow, aren't you, kid? Don't call me that. These two know each other? I don't even know what's going on anymore. I feel ill. My head is pounding and my feet feel simultaneously like they're frozen and on fire. My stomach rumbles, the hunger coming back with vengeance. My body feels light. Princess! Princess! Lady Parfait will be able to help her. You're right, we need to move now before anyone else sees us. So they know she's a princess? Because they just called her... Okay. Yeah. Hang in there, princess. You made the right choice. Ha! The crystal on the upper right corner indicates that you've made the right choice for a particular love interest. Each color corresponds to a certain love interest. They also appear belatedly after you make a choice, so keep your eyes and ears open. Oh, okay, so I made a choice for a love interest. So I wonder if I took the other way, I would run into, like, two other characters. Huh. That's really interesting. Okay. Hang in there, princess. Everything is fading. A dream? What is that in your hands, Kiara? It was hurt. I just wanted to help it, but it died. It's all my fault. It's not your fault, my love. It died because it was weak. Jeez. It died because it's a peasant bird. But this is the world, Kiara. Only the strong survive. The weak get cast aside to die. You're not weak. You are strong, my crown princess, and you do not cry. Now wipe your tears. I don't want to see you cry again, do you understand? Is this a mother that she loves so much? Jesus Christ, dude. Now get rid of that thing and wash your hands. Did you not hear me, child? Yes, mother. Her mom doesn't seem very pleasant. I much prefer Ophelia, like, she's sweet. Oh, you're awake. Where am I? Oh, well, this isn't my room. Princess, you do not live at the castle anymore. You are a peasant. My hand flies to my chest where the little glass slipper hangs from my neck. Still here. Are you okay, miss? This girl is the maid that tore Dolores' dress. Oh, that's, what was her name? Anita or Anise? Anise, I think it was Anise. that tore the dress. Oh, okay, the one that she fired. Yeah, the one I fired for her clumsiness. Miss? To think that I would meet her again here like this. Leave me alone. Right, of course. Here's some salve I made for you. It'll help with the pain. Now what? Haven't thawed at all, have you, Ice Princess? You. Suddenly, there she is. Delora stands before me with a snide smile, looking happy with herself. She's the cause of everything I've been through. All the pain, heartache, and hunger. It's her fault. I try to stand, thinking to give the witch a piece of my mind, but as soon as my feet touch the floor, pain shoots up my legs. I end up falling back to the bed. You should be more grateful to the girl you just scared away. She's been taking care of you for the past 2 days. 2 days? I've been passed out for 2 days? I'm suddenly vibrating with anger. Remove the curse. Now. Ha! Do you think you can just command me to remove the curse in your best princess voice? What do you want, gold? What I want is worth more than all the gold you could summon in Angel, princess. Besides, haven't you read your fairy tales? The caster cannot take a curse back. You need to focus on breaking the curse yourself if you want your life back. Mother burned the books before I could read more than 1 or 2 of them. I don't think either involved curses, just genies and trading away your voice for legs. Ah, it's good that you're awake, princess. Parfait, should you really be up and about? Don't fuss, I'm feeling much better. Are you a witch as well? Oh no, my name is Parfait and I'm a fairy. A witch and a fairy in one room? Being friendly with one another? Impossible. Oh, look at her face. You weren't expecting that at all, were you, princess? What's going on? I'm sure you have many questions, princess. How do you know that I'm the princess? Don't be silly, she's a fairy, of course she knows. I promise we'll do our best to answer your questions. I don't even know where to start. What would you like to know? Oh, okay. Let's see, why was I cursed? How do I break the curse? What happens if I don't break the curse? Or why are you two working together? Let's see, why are they working together? To answer that, we'll have to give you a bit of a history lesson. Oh, I've got this. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there were 2 crystals. Dramatics aside, there's one crystal in the kingdom called the Crystallum Lucis. It's powered by happiness and love. The other is the Crystallum Tenebrarum, powered by fear and anger. The strongest of the witches is the Tenebrarum Bearer, and the strongest of the fairies is the Lucis Bearer. Parfait is the Lucis Bearer. I take in Parfait's frail and sickly appearance. She's the strongest fairy? The Great War greatly damaged me. My powers are a fraction of what they used to be. And with no child, I have no successor to my burden. What does a bearer do? The bearers regulate the energy of the crystals and keep the balance between darkness and light. For centuries, the fairies and witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom, until a certain human decided to be a pest. Who was he? I knew him as Hans Gabriel Grimm, and he wrote the fairy tales. Oh yeah, the bard that wrote the Grimm tales. Okay, I like what they did there. And he started the feud between the witches and the fairies in the process. How could a single person have so much power? It was the power of his words. In Grimm's stories, the witches were always evil. The humans naturally grew to fear and hate them. They began to hunt them. Didn't the witches fight back? We aren't allowed to use our powers to cause harm. But that all changed when the Tenebrarum Bearer decided revenge was more important than our promise. The witches took over the kingdom. They created the fairytale curse to spread even more sadness and anger, to fill the human heart with negative emotions. all to fuel the power of the tenebrarum. The delicate balance of harmony between the crystals was broken. The witches in the tenebrarum grew far stronger than they were ever meant to be. We had no choice but to fight. And then the Great War happened. The tenebrarum bearer was eventually defeated. The Great War was ended with the help of an unexpected ally, but many lives were lost. The good witches suffered horribly. We still have to stay hidden in hopes of having any kind of peace. Are you trying to make me believe that there's good witches? The tenebrarum can poison a heart and mind into darkness and cruelty. The witches put themselves at risk in working with the tenebrarum in maintaining harmony. Some, inevitably, are corrupted. Many good witches were corrupted during the war. Most remain that way. Many do not believe it, but witches can be just as kind as fairies. And yet it wasn't a fairy that cursed me. I've done good by cursing you, princess. You'll thank me when you've broken it. Delora was not corrupted by the tenebrarum. She's as good as they come. Hopefully you'll come to see that for yourself. I doubt it. Apart from my own inherent goodness, Parfait and I are working together because we have a common goal, which is to restore the balance between darkness and light. What else would you like to know? Okay. Why was I cursed? Well, probably because I'm a bitch. Okay, how do I break the curse? The necklace you've got is one of Cinderella's glass slippers. To break the curse, you must get the second slipper, complete the pair. And how do I do that? By doing 3 good deeds. What? It's a very easy thing to do. At least, for someone who knows how to be good. 3 good deeds? What does that even mean? What are good deeds? What are those? I wouldn't even know where to start. Take heart, princess. Goodness is innate in everyone. Are you sure that's the case with this one? Delora, you're not helping. I'm a witch, and I think I have more goodness in my big toe than she has in her entire body. No, you're just being mean. No, I don't know. I think she's being truthful. For every good deed you accomplish, you'll get a piece of the glass slipper. When you've gotten all 3, you'll complete the pair and the curse will break. Simple. I suggest you start by polishing that attitude of yours. What else would you like to know? So why was I cursed? Seriously, you're really gonna ask that? I wouldn't have asked if I knew the answer. You have such a temper on you. Very well, this one's got a simple answer. Yeah, you're a bitch. It's because you're a cold-hearted, cruel, wicked princess who deserved to be punished. Delora, a curse is the only way to force you to change your horrid ways. Delora, you could have put that more nicely. Pretty sure I was already being nice. Yeah, she was. That was sugarcoating it. Change? Why do I need to change? Are you completely unaware of how heartless you are to other people? The coldness you show to your stepfamily and your father? The way you treat Princess Emmeline? Why would they need to be treated any differently? You need to prove that you have some goodness in you, princess. Some smidge of kindness. Just 1 ounce. Just a single tiny ounce of kindness somewhere deep in your heart. Why? People only show you kindness when they want something from you. The instant they get what they want, they'll just throw you away. What else would you like to know? They just had no answer for that. They're like, damn, dude. Okay, what happens if I don't break the curse? I think you know the answer to that one already, princess. 3 good deeds and I get my life back. Easier said than done. You said Cinderella, didn't you? Didn't you just go to a ball and find a prince? What does doing good have to do with that? Going to a ball, finding a prince, it's also old-fashioned. There's no fun in that. Cinderella is a girl with a pure heart. She's always willing to help others, even when they're cruel to her. Anyways, I've brought some clothes for you. I'll leave them on the table. We'll be waiting outside. There's some people I'd like you to meet. I cannot believe this. I look down at my neatly bandaged feet. I have to admit that while sore, they're nowhere near as painful as they've been 2 days before. Here's some salve I made for you. It'll help with the pain. Why would she even care? I was the reason she lost her job at the palace. Oh, she probably doesn't remember me as the princess. But still, she's no reason to do such things for me. I ignore the salve for the time being and gingerly stand up, testing my feet for pain. The injury is definitely healing. I slowly walk over to the table and change into the clothes that have been left there. The dress is nowhere near as luxurious as the ones that I wear in the palace, but still it's far improved from my rags. All my life I've never had to lift a finger, and now I have to go around being kind to poor people? I will not let them see how much they've rattled me. I refuse to break. Just watch me, I will free myself from this curse. What is this place? There's several people in the room chatting amiably with each other. I noticed the girl that had left me the salve by the counter, serving drinks. But as soon as the people in the room notice me, the room falls into immediate silence. Well, look what we have here, the Ice Princess herself. Huh? They know who I am? I didn't think it was true. Cursed for her cold-heartedness. As to be expected. You remember who I am and yet you still treat me like this? Well, you aren't really a princess anymore, are you? You're one of us now, girl. Everyone, please, you shouldn't be treating a newcomer like this. Princess, let me apologize. They mean no offense. Oh, sure they do. I cannot believe that, not when the people Parfait is referring to simply smirk and shrug as I meet their gazes. What is this place? Welcome to the Marchen tavern, a home for those with the fairytale curse. You make it sound like some kind of holiday house. Don't ruin my moment, Delora. Marchen tavern? The Marchen was built 3 years ago when the number of cursed in Angiel continued to rise. The goal is to gather those affected so that they might help each other break their curse. Of course, I'm also here to provide help as necessary. Only the cursed and those allied with our cause can stay here. The evil and the wicked can never find this place. Most of the people here are cursed? How come these people remember who I am? The cursed are not affected by the conditions of someone else's curse. Your condition is simple. Everyone has forgotten that you are the crown princess. But because these people here are cursed, they still remember your title. It goes without saying that fairies and witches are also not affected. Come, princess, let me introduce you to the few boarders we have at the Marchen. Parfait beckons the serving girl over. This is Anise. She helps out in the Marchen and does most of the cooking. I'm sure you understand why she's working here now. Damn. Yeah, because you fired her ass. I believe she deserves an apology. Miss Delora, what are you talking about? Don't you worry your sweet little head over it. You don't remember what this ice princess did to you. Huh? I have nothing to apologize for. Clumsiness does not befit a palace maid. I only did what was necessary. Well, it's nice to meet you, princess. I'm Anise Willow. I hope we get along. Really? This is how you're gonna start doing good? And that's so funny. Like, you need to be kind, okay. And just remains a bitch. I don't believe I asked for your opinion. Please, you two, no fighting. I hold my tongue as Parfait leads me to two people whose faces are incredibly familiar. They are faces I've seen in the palace before. This is Jurian Valiant and Garland Belrod. How did you know? Both of you were in the Order of Caldera. That's right. Ooh, he kinda cute. They were two of Sir Alcaster's best knights. It was a big surprise when they both left a year ago. I only found out recently it's because they acted against Sir Alcaster's orders. They were stripped of their titles and dishonorably discharged from service. What are you two doing here? We help the fairies. They and Anise are exceptions, and they're allowed in this tavern without the curse. Jurian and Garland lend us their strength to help protect the Marchen. Protect? From the witches, they do anything to make sure their curses remain unbroken. And what about you? I'm an exception. Also, I'm good. You keep forgetting the good part. Remember, not all witches are evil. Your curse is a test. A test? Originally, the wicked were cursed so that they could learn to change. Their curses were meant to teach them a lesson. I'm hoping your curse will teach you a lesson too, Ice Princess. I really am only trying to help you. I don't need you to show me how to change. I just want my life back. Well, to do that, you'll have to break your curse. Try and make some friends, Princess. They might be able to help you break your curse. Oh, I'd love to hang around and watch the princess try to be friendly. We have work to do, Delora. Fine. Try not to make any more enemies, Princess. No promises. The instant Parfait and Delora leave the room, the temperature drops several degrees. Now that I'm alone, I feel the cold stares return. Disgust, contempt, as if I'm the reason that they're cursed and have to take refuge in the Marchen in the first place. Make friends? All I've ever had are my dolls. I've never needed friends. I'll break this curse on my own. I was told it was rude to stare. One man suddenly stands up, the anger apparent on his face. Wait, isn't this the guy that just tried to mug me? His hands clench and unclench into fists as he glares at me pointedly. Jurian and Garland place themselves in front of me, shielding me from the man. You know the rules. What happened in the past stays in the past, and no one is allowed to harm anyone else in the Marchen. If you cannot comply, you're no longer welcome here. No matter, the Ice Princess will get what's coming to her. He throws one last glare my way before sitting down again. What's his problem? Break the rules and you'll get what's coming to you. That goes for everyone here. Jurian's tone is cold and firm. There's no doubt that she means what she says. So these are the great knights of the Order of Caldera. The Marchen begins to settle down and everyone eventually goes back to their conversations and meals. I walk towards an empty table, realizing that I'm being deliberately ignored. I become immersed in my thoughts as I sit down. One thought, however, comes to me immediately. They hate me. They hate me somehow when I've only ever left the palace twice in my life. How did this happen? The only people who treated me with any respect were Anise, Jurian, and Garland. Is it because they cannot remember who I am? Maybe being in the Marchen is not such a good idea. I doubt anyone here wants to help me break my curse. They'd probably rather see me suffer under its weight. 3 good deeds? How am I supposed to complete 3 when I don't know if I can even accomplish 1? Oh, it's the beautiful lady. May I join you? I look up and stare in shock at the beautiful lady from the toy shop. Her beauty still manages to take my breath away. What is she doing here? You were in the toy shop. Ah yes, I was there picking up some items for a friend. I'm humbled that you still remember me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Miss Karma. Your name is Karma? A suitable name for someone as beautiful as me, no? Karma, your narcissism is going to scare the princess away. Oh, you are that magician boy. Boy? Oh, how appropriate, boy. Call me that one more time and I'll ruin that pretty face of yours. Ooh, I kinda like him. You would hit a lady? How savage. Anyways, I'm Waltz Cresswell. I have the Neverland curse. What about you, princess? What's your fairy tale curse? Does everyone share what their curse is? We talk about it freely in the Marchen. The whole point is helping each other break our curses, after all. Hard to do that if we keep our fairy tales quiet. He pauses, then narrows his eyes slightly. Well, some people keep their fairy tales a secret. He eyes Karma briefly, cocking an eyebrow. The smile never leaves Karma's face. Has anyone managed to break their curse? I've been told that a few have. A few? That's not very reassuring. Well, at least the curses can be broken. I cannot particularly say that that reassures me either. I mean, it's possible, so... What ails you, darling? Is it your curse? You can talk to us about it. Tell us what it is. Cinderella. Oh goodness, Cinderella. That explains the nature of your curse. Only it's been reversed, hasn't it? Riches to rags. That's one way of putting it. Karma, you're not helping. You really are better off ignoring him, princess. He mostly speaks nonsense. He? So I wonder if it's like a gender-bending curse or something. Princess? Parfait's voice takes me by surprise. I hadn't even noticed her entering the room again. May I speak with you? I'd like you to meet someone, though I'm sure you already know him quite well. Rod! So you really are cursed. I was the one that gave Sebi to Rod so that he still had some way to voice his opinions. Sebi? Short for Sebastian. Cute, isn't it? It's nice to meet you, princess. Sebi's voice changes when it greets me. The tone it uses is lower whenever it speaks for Rod. Perhaps it is what Rod's voice actually sounds like? Wait, if he remembers me, does that mean... The mermaid's curse. What? That's my curse. Rod has been mute all this time because he's cursed? So the bunny just talks for him, I guess? But then why hasn't it been marked as like the bunny talking, I wonder? Does everyone else know? Obviously, they are my family. Even the king? He knows as well. So am I the only one you never told? I didn't think you'd particularly care either way. He is not wrong. You're cursed? I don't give a shit. Yet I cannot believe I did not know. I was left out once again. What are you doing here? I've been trying to help Rod with his curse. That's why he comes to the Marchen from time to time. But I don't even want... Anyway, I only came here today to confirm that you were truly cursed. I wanted to see it with my own eyes. It was a big surprise when I woke up one day and you weren't in the palace. An even bigger surprise when I found out that no one remembered you. It's been days since I was cursed. I wonder, how are things in the palace? Livelier? Happier? Jesus. Oh man, yeah, ever since you left, it's been a party, dude. We're jamming it up over there. Happier? I've never seen my family happier than they are now. I'd say it's a good thing you aren't a princess anymore. Damn. I'd always thought Rod didn't really care about me regardless, but this is the truth? So I have to be cursed for you to open up about how you truly feel? The only reason I didn't say anything earlier was because Emmeline didn't want me to. I'm happier too, now that you're gone. I don't have to pretend to like you anymore. Damn. Damn, man. I'm gonna return to the palace now. I'm gone and they're all happier? Your very existence has been erased in the palace. They've never known you. That doesn't mean they're happy without you. Even the king? What did I expect? Why did you bring me here? The people in Marchen, I shouldn't have left you alone in there. I'm sorry. You knew how they felt about me. What have I ever done to them? Now isn't the right time to explain. When will it ever be the right time? Right? So many things have already happened to you. I need you to be patient, Kiara. Has the prince already left? Yes, he has. Princess, we'll talk about this later. For now, you must focus on breaking your curse. Did I miss something? Oh, honey, you missed a lot. No. Right. Maybe the fairy is right. I don't think I'm ready to find out how I made so many people hate me. Well, Parfait, I think it's time we get down to business. What should we do with her? What are you talking about now? You, of course. You've got nowhere to go, right? She's right. I think back to the days I spent on the streets and shiver. I'll do anything so long as I don't have to go back out there. The princess can stay at the Marchen with me and the rest of my boarders. I'd almost forgotten what hope felt like. She'll have to work in exchange for a room. I celebrated too soon. What? Work? Magic has its limitations, just like anything else. Money doesn't appear out of thin air, not even for a fairy. The Marchen doesn't attract many customers since only the cursed and a few others can enter. I sell my potions here and there, but I've several hungry mouths to feed and my funds are tight. I thought fairies lived in luxury. Parfait, are you broke? Are you a peasant fairy? Ouch, even the ice princess can tell. And yet you still take people in? That's always been how Parfait operates. She's good-natured to a fault. I'm told suffocating beneath my debt will be what kills me. Why don't you just leave? I assume you make enough to take care of yourself. Leave someone who's in need of help? I could never. And that, princess, is how goodness works. How goodness works? It's not as if I accept freeloaders. All my boarders must help me run the Marchen and do errands. The princess has never worked a day in her life. I doubt she'll be useful. If karma can be useful, anyone can. I've yet to see karma be anything but useless. Princess, you're more than welcome to stay if you're willing to help out. It's the least you can do in exchange for a roof over your head and 3 meals a day. Oh, and shoes. Do I even have a choice? I toss and turn in bed, unable to fall asleep. The mattress is hard and the sheets are itchy, nothing at all like the bed I had in the palace. What I would give for my old bed again, for any of the comforts of home. I miss my dolls. Lady Parfait! Lady Parfait! I sit up immediately. I don't know why he had that kind of voice. What's going on? I leave my room to investigate. Some of the other Marchen boarders, Waltz, Jurian, and Garland, are sitting on this settee, looking anxious. Is it settee or settee? I don't know. What's happening? Sorry, did we wake you? No, but the noises Garland was making would have woken the dead. Jurian and I found an injured man while we were doing our rounds. We brought him here. An injured man? Wait, what were you doing outside? It's almost 1 in the morning. Nothing you need to worry about. Yeah, don't worry about it. Lady Parfait and a niece are attending to the man now. These people, will they just help anyone they find on the streets? What if this man is dangerous? Do you think the witches got to him? It's possible. We'll have to find out when he wakes up. The next day, Parfait reveals that the man only suffered minor head injuries. She says that she expects him to wake soon. I look at the tray of food in my hands. Anise has asked me to bring it up to the stranger's room while she finishes the rest of her cooking. I would never have been asked to do this in the palace. Goodness, what's that poor tray done to you to deserve that look? Peasant tray full of peasant food, expecting me to use my royal hands to pick it up. I must say that it's odd to see the princess doing something nice for someone. What do you want? I have something to ask the man that was brought in last night. Seeing as you're being good enough to deliver breakfast, I thought I'd just tag along with you. If you're going, just bring this tray up yourself. You are not in any position to delegate your duties to me, Miss Kiara. Come on, our guest must be famished. Seeing no way out, I followed Delora to the spare room the man had been put in. Come in. Ooh, he kinda cute too. All these guys are so cute. Okay, I thought the man would have been old, but to my surprise he looks young, probably in his early 20s. He seems lost in reverie as he stares at a small notebook. Good morning, good to see you're awake and breathing. The man looks up at her when she speaks. The instant he sees us, his eyes widen. Why is he staring at us like that? Why is he squinting? Am I dead? What? I'm in heaven, or maybe you two are angels that have fallen out of it. Oh no. Oh, he's cheesy. I like it. I see. What can a humble gentleman like myself do for you, lovely ladies? Oh, he's even got the sparkle and the wink. Oh my gosh. Ah, you could join me on this bed. Oh my god. He's one of those. He's a cheese ball. I love it. It's very comfortable and there's plenty of room for the both of you. I'll follow your lead on this one, princess. Princess? Ah, of course, such a beautiful lady could only be a princess. Look at the noble way you hold up the tray. Throw the tray out. Stay silent. Oh my god, I want to throw the tray. Oh man, this is a hard choice. I would just stay silent. Your wish is my command and my fate, my sweet princess. If you want, you can have them. I'll pass, thanks. Oh, he's awake. Another lovely lady has entered my chambers. I don't think my heart can handle the perfection of 3 of you at once. Oh my god, this dude is down bad. Look at that blush. Fucking quagmire over here. Giggity goo. I think I know how Casanova here got those head injuries. Some lady decided she'd had enough of his rubbish and wanted to punish him. Delora, patience. He may not even be in the right state of mind right now. He did take injuries to the head, after all. The man finally stops to look just at me. He narrows his eyes and stares so hard I almost want to slap him. What? You're familiar. But no, it's impossible. Aren't you the crown princess? What are you doing here? If he knows, then he's... Well, he's definitely not a witch or a fairy. Can only mean one thing if he recognizes the ice princess. What's your name, good sir? I would answer any questions you ask of me, madam, but... The man looks down at the notebook in his hand. I don't remember. Amnesia? I know everything about Angel, and yet I don't know the first thing about myself. Except that I have the Rumpelstiltskin curse. Rumpelstiltskin? Is that a fairy tale? I knew it. He's got the fairytale curse. Fairytale curse? Do you remember how to break it? Wait, so like he just knows that he has a Rumpelstiltskin curse? How does he even know what that is? From what I remember, I need to somehow collect 3 memories and get them to appear in this journal as entries. He shows us a notebook he's been holding onto since we entered the room. My first memory is of waking up and holding this. I thought there would be information in here, but it's empty. Another victim of the curse. You must be tired. Kiara will leave your breakfast here and will give you some time to yourself. We'll be outside if you need anything else. Rumpelstiltskin. What is that fairy tale about? Delora does not do a good job of hiding her laughter. She snorts and I cross my arms, embarrassed. Mother burned the fairy tales in the palace before I got the chance to read them all. Fine, I'll keep it short. Once upon a time, there was a girl that was said to be able to spin straw into gold. The king found her and locked her up in a tower. He said he wouldn't let her out until she turned all of the straw in the room into gold. But the girl was just a regular human girl. She knew she'd never be able to turn the straw into gold and feared that she would be locked up forever. That was when an odd little man appeared before her and offered to do the job for her if she gave him something in return. The girl gave him her necklace, and the man spent the rest of the night spinning the straw into gold. However, the girl wasn't released. The second night she was given more straw to spin, and the little man appeared once more. This time she gave him her ring. On the third night, the king ordered her to spin the straw one last time, and if she did, she'd be released and made his queen. However, that night the girl had nothing left to give the little man, so they made an agreement. He would spin the straw into gold for her, so long as she gave him her first child. I personally never understood why the girl would want to marry the king in the first place. Yeah, right? Like, fuck that dude. Hush, I'm trying to tell a story here. Years passed, and the queen finally gave birth to her first child. That night, the odd little man returned and demanded his due, but the queen didn't want to give up her child. The man then said that he wouldn't take the child if the queen was able to guess his name in 3 days. The man's name was Rumpelstiltskin. Did she guess it? Oh yeah, the night before her time was officially up, the queen was drawn to the forest by the sound of a little voice. She saw the little man celebrating his upcoming victory, singing about how nobody had or ever would guess his real name, which was Rumpelstiltskin. He does not sound particularly smart. So agrees the general populace. Sometimes I wonder how Hans is able to come up with such tall tales. Well, the Marchen is opening soon. I expect another busy day. Especially busy for you, Kiara. You need to start coming up with good deeds. The amnesiac Casanova was allowed to stay at the Marchen with the other boarders. Because he still seemed capable, Parfait set him to work as one of the Marchen servers. Anissa's protests that he remain in bed fell on deaf ears. Parfait couldn't very well throw him out, not while knowing that he had nowhere to go. I would be incapable of showing him such kindness given all the nonsense he spouts at us. The people that frequent the Marchen began to steadily ignore me altogether, like I do not exist. It's better than the stares and the hateful looks. Rumpel, you aren't here to flirt. But this lovely lady is unattended. Sir Rumpel, please, you're making me blush. Because the man couldn't remember his name, he fashioned one from his own curse. Rumpel. I think it suits him. I'll never understand Parfait. This amorous waste of space is about as useful as karma. I've returned. Speak of the devil. Oh, yeah, speak of the devil. Did you miss me? Karma had left abruptly yesterday, saying that she had something very important to take care of. Waltz trails in after her now, carrying several boxes in his arms. Why am I carrying these? Because you made me run that errand for you at the toy shop the other day. And because gentlemen carry things for ladies. I'm going to drop them now. Those boxes contain very important contents. Welcome home, Miss Karma. Nice to see you've survived the trip, Waltz. Thank you, Anise. So this is our new housemate. We haven't had the opportunity to meet. Oh no, is he gonna hit on the beautiful lady that gender bends? Oh my gosh. We are all surprised when Rumple suddenly reaches out to grab Karma's hand. My life before this moment has been a depressing monochrome. Now that you've entered my bleak existence, I see everything in beautiful, blazing color. And nothing shines more brightly, more vividly than you. Oh my gosh, you look so unamused. I am Rumple, my sweet. Let us talk of marriage. Oh my god, I love this dude. He's so funny. I stare at Karma, waiting for her to flirt back. At the very least, I expect her to wave Rumple away for being a fool. But she remains eerily silent. Answer, my angel, I beg of you. Keep. Say the word and it's done. Your filthy hands off me. Ow. Not again. I would never be interested in the likes of you. Go on, lad. Give him a good beating, like the one you gave to me. My queen, there's no need for violence. What did you call me? Please calm down. Rumple is still recovering. What is going on? Karma is a man, doesn't take kindly to being flirted with. Or proposed to. She is a man? Wait. Didn't she know this? But your voice, your face, your breasts. But my lady, you have boobs. Ow. That's what you're focusing on, pervert? I worship all aspects of the female form, but my particular favorite has always been... Ow. Do yourself a favor and shut up. Okay, so he's a boobs man. I never would have known, but why would he do this? Don't look at me like that, I have my reasons. Is it because of your curse? Yes. I am undone. My heart is in pieces. You knew him for 10 minutes. For those that can hear the music of their heart, like I, it takes only a look to fall madly, irretrievably in love. I must leave. My heart will need time to heal. The Marchen attracts all sorts, doesn't it? That one is entirely Parfait's fault. Alright, nothing to see here, back to work. I'm still in shock from what I learned earlier. Karma, a man. It's not fair that he's so beautiful as a woman. If the female population of Angiel knew the truth, Karma would be hunted down for making the rest of us pale in comparison. Anise, being good I suppose, prepared a special lunch to welcome the newest Marchen boarders. We have all been invited to the private dining room. Excuse me, is Lady Parfait here? Prince Rod, perfect timing. Please join us for lunch. I only came to talk to you, Lady Parfait. But I'm hungry and I've no wish to make you wait while I eat. Come, join us. Please, Your Highness, I've made too much as usual. You must help us finish. Very well. A cursed princess and a cursed prince. What an eccentric collection of friends you have, Lady Parfait. I wouldn't say they were eccentric, necessarily. You're the most eccentric one here, Rumple. Really now. I sit silently in my chair. I'm uncomfortable around so many people. Even when Mother was alive, I had all my meals alone, since my parents were always too busy to sit down for meals with me. The meals with Ophelia and her children were always so awkward and silent. Somehow the atmosphere here is lively and friendly, even though I barely know anyone here. Is something wrong? Excuse me? You've barely touched your food. Don't you like it? Dolores said this was one of your favorites. I'm just not used to eating with company, that's all. They say that sharing a meal brings the family closer together. Garland. I apologize. Closer together, huh? So, have you made any progress on how to do those good deeds, Princess? There's no way that I'm admitting that I don't even know how to complete one. Oh, I forgot you're not so good on the doing good front. You're not very helpful. Why don't you ask someone to teach you how to do good? What? Well, that's not something you hear every day. As in, take some kind of lessons? If you're having so much trouble on your own, you should ask someone to give you some advice or teach you. It's as simple as that. What is this I hear? The princess needs advice? Well, then she's in luck. I happen to give the most excellent advice, and believe me when I say I can teach almost anything. The princess is indeed lucky, as I am available for teaching duties. No doubt I'd be the better choice, as I don't go about deceiving the world. Excuse me? From one-sided flirting to bitter enemies, and all in the span of a few hours. The man broke my heart. It is not his fault that you found him attractive. Anyways, I'd also be happy to help you in any way I can, Princess. And I'm sure your stepbrother would be happy to help as well. I don't know, I don't think so. I don't think I would make the best teacher for this sort of thing. I only teach others how to fight. Never mind the fact that Jurian herself still struggles to be good. What? You're lucky, aren't you? So many people are willing to help you. Why? Why are you all willing to help me? That's what we do at the Marchen. We help each other. Lesson number 1. Doing good means helping whenever one can. Just let any of us know if you want our help. Trust no one but yourself. You need not care for anyone but yourself. This is what Mother in the last few years have taught me. I've always been alone, and it's easier that way, and yet, these strangers, these people that I've only known for a few days, are so willing to help me when they'll gain nothing in return. Is this the goodness that I was meant to see? Father? How can I even begin to trust and care for others when I've forgotten how to do so? I'm slowly beginning to understand what I must do. Alright, it looks like that concludes Chapter 1. Once again, thank you all for watching. I appreciate every one of you, and I hope you guys all have a great day, and I will see you in the next video for the next chapter.